Greetings and salutations. This is the voice of Loquacious of Herd, bringing you his afterthoughts on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 5, Episode 23, titled The Hooffields and McColts. I heartily suggest you find and watch the episode itself sans commentary before proceeding with either this Afterthoughts review or viewing my full reaction, which is hosted at the link in the description. Be warned, this Afterthoughts review will contain spoilers for this episode. With that out of the way, a note before we move on to the review itself. This spoken herd review will be relatively brief, as there was a more extensive written herd segment produced for this episode. That written herd segment is available in Google Drive, under Details, in the Blind Reactions description. On to the third and final map mission for the season. This time, Fluttershy and Twilight Sparkle are heading for a remote and quite scenic valley to insert themselves into a friendship problem, specifically a family feud. You know, we haven't seen a lot of Twilight and Fluttershy together. It's a duo that works surprisingly well. I like their dynamic. Twilight's own enthusiasm and drive to help pull Fluttershy along, lending our favorite shy yellow Pegasus the encouragement she needs to step out of her routines and her comfort zone to embark on an adventure. In some ways, Fluttershy's distaste for danger and the sort of wild excitement inherent in the main six's more daring deeds strikes me as quite Hobbit-like. I could easily see Flutters describing an adventure as a nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable thing that makes you late for dinner. And Fluttershy is an exceptionally valuable assistant for Twilight. When Twilight starts to worry or to get caught up in minutiae and details and plans, Fluttershy is able to provide the exact sort of encouragement through both word and action that Twilight needs to keep her on task, focused, and to keep on trying even in the face of disappointments and failures. Twilight drives the pair onwards, and whenever she gets knocked for a loop or derailed from her purpose, there's Fluttershy stepping up to help Twilight back on her hooves and get her pointed back in the right direction. The ponification of the old Hatfield and McCoy feud, drawn from the late 1800s America in a small corner of Appalachia, in a region known as the Smoky Mountains, nicely sets up this friendship problem. Two warring families, neighbors, with a great deal in common, are battling because, well, they've been at it so long that the list of who did what to whom has gotten muddled, to the point that the origins of the feud are quite difficult to pinpoint. Both Twilight and Fluttershy have valuable roles to play in resolving the situation, and this was one of the most balanced two-pony team efforts I've seen the the Cutie Map give us yet. In many of the other MapQuest episodes, it seems like one pony or the other is something of a primary agent, with the second pony playing second fiddle. But not here. In addition to their support for one another, without Fluttershy, Twilight could never untangle the backstory of the two families, and it would have been far more difficult for her to have appreciated the full extent of the problem. Without Twilight, Fluttershy could not have gotten the families to listen, to understand, and to start working to mend their fences. But together, they succeed. Good for them. If you wish to see my full reaction to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 5, Episode 23, titled The Hooffields and McColts, the link, as I mentioned earlier, is in the description. Feel free to leave any comments or likes for that reaction here on this Afterthought review. In addition, the full text of the original written herd segment for my blind reaction to the Hooffields and McColts is available in Google Drive under Details in the video's description. So now, until next time, as always, kindly remember, y'all are awesome. Stay awesome.